We're all going on a summer holiday, except we're British, so we're probably going to embarrass ourselves. Hello YouTube, Miller Corner here, welcome back once again. Now recently I was on holiday and I couldn't help but thinking that around this time of year, you know, July, August, summer kind of time for most countries, a lot of people are going away on holiday, particularly British people. We can't help but love a holiday in this country. Unfortunately, a lot of the times when British people go on holiday, whether it's abroad or even just within our own country, there are certain traits associated with British people on holiday that means we embarrass ourselves. We just, for whatever reason, it is only a British thing. There are certain things that British people do that just are embarrassing and weird and awkward. It just means we're not as cool, we're not as attractive, we're not as laid back, we're just not quite as good at holidaying as other people in other countries. So what I thought I'd do is reel off 5 traits of the average Brit on holiday that just means we are not quite as good at it as everyone else is. The first major problem for British people on holiday, whether it's in this country or abroad, is the first stage of going on holiday. It's the packing, in that we do too much of it. It just seems to be it's only British people, we bring far too much with us. Bags and bags and bags and bags. 2, 3, 4 big suitcases for a family of 4, just taking loads of stuff. Hi there, front desk. I might need some more storage. We just haven't got holiday packing down in this country yet. We either take way too much and things that we don't need and pack everything but the kitchen sink pretty much, because you never know, you may need a food blender for 2 nights away in Croatia, or we take far too little. And the things that we forget and the things we choose not to take are the important ones that we might actually need. I'm sure at some point we might actually get the balance right, but it seems to be purely a British thing to not pack the right amount when you're going away on holiday. The next problem with Brits on holiday is something unique to foreign countries, particularly countries that drive on the right hand side of the road, so you have your steering wheel on the left hand side of the car. Everyone experiences road rage when they're driving, whether it's because someone's driving too slowly, they're cutting them up, they're causing problems, they're making danger. There always seems to be a problem with other drivers when you're out and about, and you complain about them in your own country when it's local, when you know the roads, you know the places, and you know the kind of local nutters you have. That much is understandable. But we also have people complaining about people in foreign countries. The fact of the matter is that some people can barely drive on the correct side of the road for their country. Then they go to another country where they're on the opposite side of the road, and if they've taken their own car over, the steering wheel is on the wrong side for driving on that side of the road, and they still complain about other drivers. They know it better than you. They've got the steering wheel on the correct side, they drive those roads every day, and they're used to the driving styles of that country. Don't complain about other drivers who know better than you. We just seem to think, particularly in Britain, that we are the best drivers in the world. Whether we are or not remains up for debate. But the point is, we go over to other countries and we still assume that we know better than everyone else at driving. We don't. On behalf of the whole of Britain, we cannot drive in other countries better than the people from that country who understand the driving styles, the roads, the conditions, other drivers, and they also have the steering wheel on the correct side of the car for the roads in their country. We just seem incapable of accepting that in other countries they can drive in their own country better than we can as people who don't know the roads. And more often than not, we don't actually know where we're going anyway. We just kind of guess and assume, and if we end up somewhere where we can pronounce where we've ended up, we consider it a good day. The next problem that British people have when they're on holiday is to do with the glamour and the style of it, of which we don't have a lot. A lot of people like to tan, but some people don't. Some people can't, some people simply don't want a tan, or some people just burn really easily. In which case, what do you need? You need sun cream. So we put it on, and in Britain we do like to put sun cream on when we go away. We are always advised on the radio, on TV, in newspapers, and in government letters and leaflets to take sun cream with you wherever you go if it goes 2 degrees above the national average. Unfortunately, when we do take the sun cream away with us on holiday, we seem to put on far too much of it. People from other countries seem perfectly capable of putting on the right amount to protect you and give you a nice glamorous shine to walk around the pool with and walk around the campsite with and whatever. We seem to slather it on, and because coated in sun cream in every exposed part of our body. I'll hold my hands up, I've been guilty of it in the past, but as a nation we just seem largely incapable of putting on the correct amount of sun cream. We just seem to either put way too much on, that we're slathered in white cream for hours and hours and hours and hours after the sun's gone down, or far too little and we end up hysterically sunburnt and looking ridiculously red. Much like the whole suitcase packing thing, we in Britain don't seem to have quite got the balance between too much and too little sun cream. And it seems to be almost a rite of passage of the average Brit on holiday to either be sunburnt to within an inch of their life or absolutely covered in a 2-inch thick layer of sun cream on every single exposed part of their body. The next problem with British people abroad is also aimed at when we go away to foreign countries, specifically those that speak different languages to us. Because we seem to think in Britain that we can go over to another country on holiday having not learnt their language, and by simply shouting at them they will understand English more than they would if we just spoke it at a normal level.
Alright mates, bonjour monsieur. I'll have a large coffee, I'll have a medium chips, and I'll have ketchup on the side, please.
Quel tu voudrais, monsieur?
No, I said coffee, chips, and ketchup, mate.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, je ne parle anglais.
Do you speak English?
Je ne parle anglais, monsieur. Tu parles français?
English! Do you speak English?
That is... it's ridiculous. And in some cases, particularly I've seen this when people go to France, when the French have a very distinctive accent that we try to emulate sometimes when we try to speak French in this country. We just think that if we talk English to them with a French accent, it makes it more understandable.
Hello, can I have a large coffee and medium chips, and I'll have ketchup on the side, please. I'm here for my lunch. I will have coffee and I will have chips.
It doesn't. Shouting and talking in a French accent in English, neither of which actually make them more understandable. The final and perhaps most major problem with British people abroad is the glamour, or lack thereof, that we actually have. People from France, Spain, Italy, and plenty of other countries, they look cool on holiday. You know, they've got nice hairstyles, they've got the right amount of sun cream on, they haven't packed too much luggage, they've got some cool kind of swim shorts, they can, you know, sunbathe, and they can dive and do tricks and things like that. And they're just so much more stylish and attractive and cool than we are.
We're all going on a summer holiday. Woohoo!
We just seem to have this thing about going on holiday in Britain where we have to look awkward. We have to have the sun cream thing going on. We have to have a pair of goggles really awkwardly attached to your face so tight that your eyes are going to pop out of your head, and either be really bad at swimming or just make a mess everywhere, and we're just not glamorous at all. I cannot work it out. We just haven't managed the whole style and laid back thing that so many other nationalities seem to have got, that we in Britain just haven't yet. So those were 5 characteristics of British people on holiday, and I'm sure if you've been anywhere on holiday this summer in Britain or in another country and you've seen British people on holiday, you can match up at least one of those characteristics. We haven't got any of those worked out yet, but as is the way with all these things, I don't think they'll be changing anytime soon. I think those characteristics will stay with British people on holiday for quite a long time. But hey, it's what makes us British, and it's what makes us stand out and represent this great nation when we're on holiday, we're covered in sun cream, and we've packed way too much. Thank you all so much for watching the video, guys and girls. I really, really appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to do that thing. If you didn't like it, do that thing. But whatever you do, don't forget to do that thing. Type down below, and I want to know what you think are some characteristics of people on holiday. British, any other nationalities you think. What are some general characteristics that make your nation represented when you go on holiday? If you fancy some more of Miller Corner. Don't forget to click the subscribe button for some more videos from me in your subscriptions box in the future. You can follow me on Instagram at Miller Corner, all in capitals, and if you fancy some tweets from me as well, you can follow me on Twitter at Miller_Corner. And keep your eye on my Twitter actually, because in the future you will get to look behind the scenes when I'm making my videos. You can help have input into how I make the videos, and you can just generally see how I come to producing content for you lovely people. For now though, thank you all so much once again for watching, guys and girls. I really, really appreciate it. You have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one, people. Have a good one.